Hello, my friends out there on YouTube. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to Auto Transport for Dummies, where we talk about all the things you dummies want to know. So in this clip, we're actually talking, well, it's 2022. We're in June now, and diesel prices are absolutely through the roof. I think they're like $8 a gallon now in California. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, it's shocking that transport costs are not even higher than they are. It took a minute for prices to start getting jacked up, and now they are starting to climb pretty aggressively. I mean, a transport from, like, I don't know, let's just say LA to New York or the Northeast just last year was probably, I mean, if you had a basic Civic, you probably could move it for 1,100, 1,000. Now that's going to be like 13 to 1,500. If you're moving something from like Chicago to Texas, that used to probably cost like 6 to 750, 6 to 800. Now that's more like 800 to 1,000, 850 to 1,100. So everything's moving up like very aggressively right now. But anyway, the topic of this video is actually the top 3 people that have issues transporting their car. The types of people that a lot of the time when we kind of see them, when they send us emails or texts, we try to actually avoid doing their orders. And I'm just gonna give you guys the profiles of these 3 types of people. So person number 1 is gonna be your control freaks out there, okay? Those types of people that wanna control every aspect of the process. They wanna know that, like, what time the driver's gonna be there, what time he's gonna be there at delivery, what type of truck, where he is at all times. They wanna know how he's strapping the car down. They wanna know what our business, you know, these people that just want to be uber involved in every aspect of the process, they're going to be a nightmare. And honestly, we try to avoid those people because this is not an industry you can control in that way, okay? People have a hard time understanding that this is not like a white glove customer service based industry. I mean, we deliver the information, but trucking companies are not out there like, oh, we need your business. No, they don't. If you create a lot of headache for them, they'll literally just cancel your order. We had a customer just the other day. We had an order, it was like out of Atlanta going to Los Angeles. And the dad of this girl who was shipping a car gets on the phone and starts berating the driver over the price, which I guess he didn't understand or something. It took like $80 more or something to move it than the original quoted price, which we had already sent them an email. She had already signed off on that, but he wasn't happy with that. He had no clue of the process, and starts berating this driver. And so the driver just straight up cancels the load. She had to like fly out the next day. This guy was like under this complete misunderstanding that this driver like has to take this job or is like working for some big company and is required to come get his car. I don't know what he's thinking, but these are independent owner truckers and there's loads everywhere. So basically, if you have attitude with the truckers, if you try to be all up in their ass, and you want to make their life difficult, believe me, it just takes a click of a button to cancel that load and find a different one. There's thousands, hundreds of loads sitting around in every city in the US, like we've explained in so many videos. So you make a big mess of the process for them. That's it. They just click it. They call us, say, hey, sorry, we're not getting along with this client. We're not going to do this order. They call, cancel it. That's it. Then you got a huge mess on your hands. And no big deal to them. They'll just sit there for one extra day, go get a different load. That's it. And you can have fun trying to get another trucker to come get that load, reschedule your whole, like your whole life because you wanted to do that. And so that's something that those types of people that want to be control freaks really struggle with, because you're not going to be able to control this process. Okay, you have to accept the way it works, accept the fact that, like, you know, you have to be flexible. The times are projections. The pricing is not going to be exact how you want it. It might be $50 more, $50 less. You got to just accept that. If you can't accept that, your life's going to be miserable in the course of this process. We also had a customer actually out here in Arizona who booked an order going from Denver to Phoenix, and there was this lady in Denver who refused to bring the car out of the downtown area, like not even half a mile, like a few blocks away, to where this truck was. And the guy's calling us like yelling at us like, you know, where's the customer service? This trucking company just you know, trashed out my contact, all this stuff. And I mean, we contact the trucking company and they're just like, well, we're just telling them that we're a few blocks away. We can't get directly to where they're at. They're in the downtown Denver area, which, if you've ever been down there, it's incredibly tight. The roads are like one way. You cannot drive a semi down there. And I'm like telling this guy, like, okay, they're just gonna cancel the load. So I mean, what do you think this is? Like, I mean, there's other cars. They'll just grab another car. I mean, they don't care. Okay, there's other cars to take. They're not gonna go wreck their truck to go get your $600 paying car. They got 8 cars to load. They grab a different one. Another thing that these control freaks will do is they'll just call you over and over and over. Like every 3 hours you get another phone call. Every day you're getting a phone call. Hey, where's my car? Hey, why hasn't my car been picked up? Hey, where's my car now? Hey, why is my car sitting at a truck stop? I'm tracking it. Why is the driver at the McDonald's getting something to eat? I mean, again, these drivers, you're just gonna, like, if you do that type of thing, like before right when we set up the transport, if you start calling the driver and being all crazy, they're gonna just, there's a very good chance they'll just cancel that order out before they come and even pick it up. I mean, when I drove, that is exactly what I would do. Like, if I got an order and then before I even picked it up, this customer is just calling, acting like some psycho, I don't want that. Why do I want to deal with that? I'll just cancel that order right out. Bye. This is the only industry that even exists that I can really think of where retail clients actually have access to the driver and trucker information. When you ship something on FedEx, nobody's like calling the truckers other than the dispatcher at FedEx. Amazon, nobody is like, there's no retail clients calling saying, hey, where's my bedpost at? No, you're like on Amazon chatting with customer service. You're not bothering the truck driver, okay? This is one of the only industries where the retail client actually gets to like interact with the trucker, and the customers out there just don't seem to realize who these truckers are, okay? These are not like, you know, the people that you go into a restaurant that are serving you fine wine. Now, the third type of person, okay, that has a lot of problems shipping cars are your planner types. Your ultra organized, detailed, planning type of people that want to know the time, they want to know the date, they want to know what time it's going to be delivered, they want to know all the things because they want to plan that schedule out to the last date and time and dot. Okay, just throw that plan out because it isn't going to go how you want it to go. You will plan everything around this and then it's going to go sideways at some point, whether, you know, it doesn't get there on time, doesn't get picked up when you want, it's whatever the case, something is not going to go how you want and it's going to mess up your schedule. So the question is, like, why even try to schedule all these things around the transport? We tell people that all the time. Why are you scheduling your flight around auto transports? Okay, use Southwest. They have the cancellation policy. You can cancel it an hour before the flight, reschedule another one. That's the best case scenario. So just, yeah, are you gonna have to pay an extra $100 or $200 to buy a last minute flight possibly? Sure, yeah, you probably will. But if at least with Southwest, you get that credit back and you can apply it to whatever flight you have to take in worst case scenario. But we got these people that will plan like baseball games at 3 o'clock because the driver tells him he's going to be there between 11 and 2. Are you serious? No. That is a terrible idea. I'm in this industry. I wouldn't even think about that, okay? If I know I got a car coming in, say between Monday and Wednesday, I'm not going to plan nothing between Monday and Wednesday. Probably not even Thursday. I'll just make sure whatever I do plan, I can be available within a few hours of time to come take delivery of the car. Or I'll find a friend who can be available if I can't be available, or a place to have it dropped off. There's many workarounds to deal with this, but to sit there and look at your watch every 2 minutes, oh, where's the driver at? Anyways, guys, I can tell you this stuff because I transported cars for 4 years, so I know all about what I'm talking about here. And I canceled and did exactly what I'm telling you many times. Okay, if the customers make life difficult, I'd cancel the orders. If customer isn't gonna come meet me, I don't care. I had a guy, I remember somewhere, it was like Lubbock, Texas or something, was delivering a brand new Tesla. I mean, he lived on some crazy residential street with a bunch of roundabouts. He was absolutely adamant that I dropped this right at his house. I said, it isn't happening, sir. Not happening. And I told him where I was dropping it, and that was it. I literally just started unloading it on the side street because he wouldn't come meet me. And I'm like, well, your Tesla's getting unloaded. I'm gonna park it here on the street. Tesla pays me direct, so I'm sorry. I'm not gonna damage my equipment to come appease you because some random person told you something that isn't gonna happen. It's all dependent on your streets, your neighborhood, as to if that truck can actually get in front of your house or not. And the drivers aren't going to take that risk. It's their insurance, it's their truck, it's all their ass on the line if they make a mistake when it comes to trying to make deliveries and such. So anyway, I guess the point of this video is just to get it across to the viewers out there that you got to just let the process handle itself. You got to trust the process, trust the company that I've said in every imaginable video, which I understand is quite challenging in this industry, but that's why you can go hit us up at airride.com, AIRRYD.com. We're happy to take the job for you, happy to help you out. We're growing a lot, so I mean, if you need assistance, just let us know. But I will say most of the companies you're going to find online, unfortunately, are going to operate the same way. A lot of slimy tactics that I'm sure many of you, if you're watching this video, have already encountered. We try to really not do any of that. It's just, if you find us, you find us. We don't have sales teams or marketing departments, and we don't care if you like the information we give you or not. I mean, if you want to hear the sound of your own voice, there's plenty of options you can call to do that. That isn't going to be us, because we're not going to be the next negative review after everything you've been promised doesn't happen. Anyway, we are constantly working on AirRide, trying to make it the most sophisticated site in existence. We've got, I think, like 800 trucking company profiles, all trucking companies, no brokers on there, that you can search through, that we're tracking, like how many loads they've done for us. You can leave ratings for those companies after they complete the loads. We're trying to create a date matrix right now to help people with their dates, because dates are so complicated for people, trying to figure out when they should ship it based on flights, based on when they're going to be there. So we got a lot in the works at the moment, but anyway, that probably just about does it for this video. Just trying to give you guys the scoop that, hey, if you're going to ship the car, I mean, I don't know, 90,000 cars a day get shipped. I don't even think 1% get damaged or goes missing, but sure, if you look at the reviews, it looks like every car, ends up in the Missouri River. But there's just so many that get shipped, you got to consider that part of it. But there are a lot of slimy tactics, obviously, online. We talk about them all the time. But that's why you can hit us up. If you can't find one that you can trust, can't find one that you feel good about, check us out, airride.com. And with that, we'll leave you guys to it. Happy hauling. We'll see you guys on the next one.